Hello everybody and welcome back to my GregTech New Horizons playthrough. This is episode 61 and we are continuing where we left off in episode 60 by making this large gas turbine. I have now set it up and we ended up using a different turbine than we were originally talking about. I think I mentioned that I was going to use this vanadium steel turbine because I thought this was good, but it's actually terrible. So if you look a couple rows down where it says gas and then it says 300 EU per tick, uh, that's basically the amount of energy it's going to produce. I thought that was like how much fuel it was going to use. So I had that wrong. I think these guys, the Manalium, Man, Man, Manulian, something like that, Manulian. Um, I think that's probably my best bet until we get like HSS, G or E or C or ABC. I don't know, one of those. But then we also have this fluid regulator on here where there is some math involved. Maybe instead of me trying to explain it, I will just link the video that I kind of watched to try to get this information. I think I have it to an optimal level. I could be wrong, but yeah, so this produces over an EV tick, which is good. I also went ahead and changed out this dynamo hatch. We had an EV dynamo hatch, now we have an EV dynamo hatch buffered. Yeah, so we had this one. You watched me make that, and then I just kind of turned it into this with a workstation and some aluminum cable. So that allows us to push out more than an EV amp, whereas this one was only allowing 1 amp of EV to go through, which is basically the same as those combustion or those gas turbines, this guy. So now we have over an EV tick from this guy, and we can push that into our brand new 16 slot battery. We went ahead and made a bunch of more Lapatronic crystals. I've got like some temporary setups here that I'm just accumulating some more nitrogen. I ran some biotite through to get some more fluorine. I was just trying to, you know, get my thoughts together and mostly testing this guy to see if we can get a whole more than 1 amp out of that dynamo. So yeah, I did a few more things off camera. Obviously, destroyed everything we did right here for platinum and tungsten, and we're going to probably rebuild it in a more permanent situation here soon. But our goal of making this large turbine is done, but I still haven't really centralized power just yet, so I think that's what we're going to work on here early in the episode. I want to make 2 more of these at least, and we're most likely going to place them down here. We'll place 1, 2, 3 here. Benzene's over on this side of the base as well, so benzene won't have to travel very far. And then pretty much, except for the stuff over there, everything that requires power is on this side of the build for now. All that will be going away. So we're going to run 3 large gas turbines running off benzene for now with the Manalium turbines. And we'll put that into our 16 slot battery. I haven't figured out where I want to put that battery just yet. Maybe I'll put it in the floor up here. I don't know. I got to think about it for a little bit. Because I even might transform the power up to IV to transport it around, maybe. Um, the extreme transformers. So IV to EV, you can soft mallet to do the opposite. But that's actually gonna that'll only output 1 amp of EV. You can then go ahead and upgrade it with this. No, this. But I think for now, all we really need is maybe 1 amp of IV to kind of spread around the brace. If I have 3 of these, I believe it might produce more than 1 amp of IV. So I'll have to do some math. So I still got some figuring out to do, which that's what I'm going to do right now. I also got to find some stairs that I want to put here because right now, even with my boots, it's a little weird because I think you can climb up these, and it's just making me struggle to get up there. So, yeah, some little things I got to do. This episode in the beginning, like I said, we're gonna centralize all of our power, but then I also want to get into applied energistics. So a couple episodes ago, off camera, I went ahead and located all these presses. One of them took me a long time to find. I don't remember which one it was, but I ended up having to go travel very, very far to find different meteor locations, and um, yeah, now we are here. So we have all the presses. So I want to get into AE2 this episode as well. So those are the episode goals here. Centralize power and break into AE2, and we will see how far we get. As far as our long-term goals now, I want to. My current fairly long-term goal is to have everything AE2ified and start automating some stuff. So yeah, and then we haven't actually checked on our bees in a while, so I want to go ahead and check on that here soon. Oh, another thing actually is we are now getting into the territory of like wires being close that are different voltages. So we got EV here, HV here, MV here. So I need to start getting a little bit more organized and using these spray cans to color these cables so I don't actually accidentally touch them together. While testing this bad boy, I did have a little bit of a boo-boo. I placed an MV machine on an HV line and went boom. And what I didn't know with the boom is when I updated to 2.7, I think they changed like the backup mod that they use now. I think it was like Aroma or something before, where you can like go out of your world, press restore backup, and pick it right in game. I didn't have that option. I'm sure I could get that option again. I just gotta figure out how to do it. But yeah, I was able to find a backup in the folders and kind of restore that way. I also kept all my waypoints and all that good stuff. So yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, let me figure out. First, I gotta craft up two more of these guys, and then yeah, we'll figure out the whole powered transportation stuff here. All right, so I went ahead and got these things placed. I still don't have the dynamos. I'm going to need some tungsten steel for those. So we do have the one, and I ran a temporary line over to where that battery was before for now. Um, just while we wait for some to get a little bit more tungsten. So while we wait on that stuff, I also made the turbines and all that kind of stuff. So these are pretty much ready to go. Um, they even got benzene ran to them. I actually got to move these hatches around. I didn't know. I guess you can't put the I don't know if it was the maintenance hatch or the input hatch, but you can't put them on the corners here. So I had to change up my whole plan, and these little catwalk things and scaffolding were getting really annoying because when I was trying to figure out what was going on with this bad boy, those catwalk blocks kind of get in the way of these bottom blocks here. So uh, I thought, I think they look cool. It's just they operate a little strangely. So yeah, um, waiting on some tungsten for this power centralization deal. Um, Also need some tungsten for the transformers that I want to use and all that kind of stuff. So this is on hold for now. I think we want to start getting down the AE2 route. So we got all the calculation presses. I'm not going to claim that right now. It next wants us to make 8 of each of these. I'm going to actually make more of these. We're going to make a bunch of the gold ones because those are used in the what are they called? The item cells and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll make a few stacks of these. These are used not as frequently right now, but mostly here probably. So we'll maybe make a stack of those, and then these are used for all of your interfaces and P2P tunnels, controller. So yeah, those we'll make a couple stacks of these as well if we can. So let's get to doing that real quick. So these are Certus quartz. If I remember correctly, calculation is Certus. Logic is obviously gold, and engineering is the diamond. All right, and forming press. So I'm going to do some bulk crafting here, and we will be right back. All right, so we're jumping around a little bit in this episode, but still processing some stuff for some AE2 circuit deals. But I am on the roof here and decided to plant down 2 yellow stone lily seeds that I had from when I was doing crops quite a long time ago. I found that I had 2 of these seeds, so I planted them, and we can harvest them. I forget how to. Okay, yeah, I forget how to harvest by hand because I've been using the machine for so long. So yeah, this will get us end stone straight up. And currently, this is how I'm getting some tungstate. So I think we are going to kind of make a few more of these. I'll just harvest both of them. Oh, I didn't even get anything. Dang it. Yeah, so I will let those grow back up, and then I'm going to try to spread them a little bit and possibly build another machine. This is kind of how I've been getting seed oil, just manually coming up here and harvesting this and then putting it through a little squeezer or whatever. So, yeah, little temporary setup I have up here that maybe will become something a little bit more permanent. So, just wanted to kind of highlight that because I went to the end and gathered a bunch of end stone and decided I think there's a better way of doing it. Um, yeah, I was also trying to look for a tungstate vein because I think that is also in the end, and we're getting a blood moon, and didn't find one of those. So yeah, we're currently processing a bunch of end stone to get tungstate slowly. But yeah, so I will see you when I have some stuffs to show. Alright, well that finishes that quest. Now on to, we can do the storage cell route or the controller route. Obviously we need to do both, so we will, I think we probably have everything we, yeah, I mean we can do that. I think I've already crafted some of this actually ahead of time. So we can go ahead and make that. We have some titanium and HV gears, and we just made a bunch of these. Okay, and then this gets down the, oh man, okay. We need a whole bunch of stuff and things. Lots of gold plates. Okay. So yeah, let me go batch craft a bunch of this stuff here. All right, so I have been kind of bulk crafting a few things for AE2 like we've been doing. I did realize that it is going to get very diamond expensive here in a little bit. We'll explain that in a second here. But I also have been expanding this little uh, yellow stone lily farm. And what are you? Mm, no, I don't want you. I just don't want weeds to grow here, so I've been kind of babysitting it. But we did come across this thing that is very loud. And it also makes noise, I think, when it gets to harvest height. Because I was down doing something and I heard a ghast. Now, I think that sounds like a ghast, right? I am not familiar with this plant, so it's called a goldfish plant, huh? All right, interesting. So right click on crops when you can harvest them is how you harvest them, right? Just get rid of that for now because I goofed up there. But if you want to get this seed, you want to left click. Okay. And we got a goldfish. I was really hoping that this got us gas tiers. Alright, so as loud as this crop is, I mean, there is no way to get a gas tier out of it. Yeah, alright. You can get a little gold out of it, but no gas tier. Alright. We'll keep that. It was I think that's a new one. So we stopped recording when I was making the item processor tier 1s. We'll just actually go through it. So I already made 4 stacks of those. So we will complete that quest. You know what? Actually, I can make the ME controller as well. Oh, I already have it up here. And our first ME controller. Complete that quest. Alright. But you get to the point where you need like the tier 2 ones, which is the diamond deals, right? Have it here. And you need these guys to make the tier 2, which these are used in what? Oh, the 16 and 64K. Yeah, so those are made by these, and you need these engraved diamond chips, which is the problem. These are just a diamond plate and the redstone chipset, which is redstone plates with a ruby lens. So that's not too bad, but these engraved diamond chipsets, crystal chipsets, require 4 diamond plates for 1. So that gets pricey with diamonds. I have slowly been accumulating them down here with the saplings and flint dust, which I keep running out of. So I've kind of gone through and made as many industrial diamonds. I think I had like a stack down here a little bit ago, almost a stack or something like that, and made them into industrial diamonds. Made all my diamond dust into industrial diamonds with the implosion compressor, and how many diamond plates do we have now? Not quite. Oh wait, that is 2 stacks, huh? No, that's not what I want though. I need 8 stacks if I wanted 2 stacks of these, which would give me 2 stacks of 16 or 64K drives. Well, yeah. You know what? We probably don't need that many. For now, we're just gonna go. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves, anyways. I can also go mine for them, which I was going to do here. I don't think I've mined these uh, veins out, so at least they're not X'd. And I don't have a ton of diamond ore, so I don't think we have. So I'll probably put my miners on those two to get some more diamonds as well. And then we should be okay for a little bit. But yeah, let's move on with our AE2 quests here. We want to make some storage cells, or the housings at least. So that is going to require this recipe here. And I think we just make 10 of these for now, because your uh, it doesn't even require you to make. Okay, I guess it just expects you to know. Oh, here we go. ME drive. Okay, so in red letters there, I feel like this is important. Do not move chests with AE drives. It may corrupt your profile. No refunds. Okay, so if you're going to move drives, do it by hand, I think is what that is telling you. Alright. We can make all these sorts of things and stuff. ME glass cable is something that we're going to need, which is the fluix and quartz fiber. So we need a bunch of quartz fiber, which is going to be some quartz rods in varying. Nether quartz is the most expensive. Quartzite's not too bad, which we have a ton of that. Certus quartz is obviously the cheapest, but how much quartzite do we have? Oh, we got more nether quartz than we do anything. But how do you make those rods? Oh, you need the actual quartz. Okay. Yeah, so we got a little bit more crafting to do on that front. We can just make 10 of these real quick. Like that. Grab 10 of them. Oh, those stack. Sweet. I didn't think those stacked for some reason. Alright. And then we get into the 1K and 4K storage. So what do we need for the 1K? We need to make 4 of them. Okay. What is the 4K recipe? 4 of them. Okay. So if we want at least all 4K drives, we'll need 10 of those. Ooh, we're gonna need probably a good amount of circuits. Which if we want 10 4Ks, that means we need 40 1Ks. And it is significantly cheaper in a circuit assembler. But you do need, it's cheaper on chips and the charged circuit quartz, but we're going to need coated circuit boards, which Man, I don't remember the last time we made any of those. Okay, so cool. How do we make those again? Oh gosh, you gotta manually do it? Is that really the only way to do it? No. Okay. I mean, we can definitely do that. We can just do not a stack. Still got a good amount of wood pulp, I guess, so we'll compress that down. Oh yeah, still working on the tungstate here. We're moving on up in the world with that stuff going on. Alright, for now we'll just make the 40-ish that we need. So it's those. What else was it? Charge surface quartz. Did I make the vacuum tubes before? Oh. Alright, well we gotta make the vacuum tubes. Apparently we can make these NAND chip arrays, and then cut them down to these NAND chips for ULV tier. So we don't have to make vacuum tubes. I'm gonna do that, which I think this simple SOC is new to us as well. So we need an amber lens. Do we have an amber lens? Or a topaz lens? We can make one, but do we have one? No, I don't think we do. Alright, let's do topaz. Is it exquisite? Is that how you make it? Yeah. Hmm. Alright, so now we got another stone lily over here. What is that? What does that give us? Okay, so here's the information. It needs a block of netherrack or netherrack brick below to fully mature. Alright, well let's go grab some netherrack real quick. Because I think I'm gonna need it to make that fully mature and possibly get the seed from it. So I think it's worth grabbing that. Alright, we'll let that grow now. And I think you just probably get netherrack dust, is my guess. Alright, might have made a few too many of these, but I think they will get used. I didn't really do math on here. I was just like, let's grab 16 of these and put it in here and see what we get. But yeah, so now we just need to go ahead and cut these, and we need. So there's a bunch of recipes for this. So we don't have these circuit boards yet, but we do have the plastic ones. So copper wire, 2 of those, and red alloy bolt. That's not too bad. Let's go make the red alloy bolts once we can throw these in the cutting machine. Like so. Dude, that goldfish even sounds crazy when you eat it. Not to jump around even more in this episode, but with this little power setup that I have going on right now, I decided to automate what is this, sandstone, because I have decided on a new main base build idea, and it's going to be I've showed it a little bit here and there. But yeah, we are working on a just giant pyramid, and I don't know. I think I like it. I think I like the idea. I have like a little concept in my head of what I think this should be and what it could be or whatever. Yeah, there might be some changes here and there, but I'm just trying to get the basic layout going on here. So yeah, fun stuff. I do like these concrete blocks because you can walk very fast on them. Just they don't have the greatest textures. They got a couple different concrete colors, and then you got this little asphalt color. I don't know. I'm testing it out. Alright, so where are we at with these things here? Let's grab that. Oh, that was a quest. That's pretty neat. And then we need to grab some plastic boards, which we're going to need to make some more again here. What was it? Oh yeah, the red alloy bolts I am currently waiting on, aren't I? Yes. Alright, yeah. The nether stone only gives you netherrack dust. Who would have thought? Okay, I think that might be enough of these NAND chip arrays. Because I believe when you cut them down, you get 8 of them. So yeah, this is plenty. This is double the amount that oh my goodness, and then we have too many of these. All right, I overcalculated. Oh yeah, I really overcalculated, didn't I? It's all right. It'll get used. But now my inventory is just a wreck here, so let me get rid of a couple things that I can get rid of. Like the netherrack now. You guys can go. Been keeping all my little CDs down here. See you later. Alrighty, so that's a stack. I think I need 80 of these little NAND chips, so just a couple more here should be fine, and then we can just take that out for now, maybe. And, oh, that's another quest. Okay. So what was it? Was it this? This? Those? And that? You need this. Circuit 1. Alright, so that's getting us our 1K ME storage components. So that we are moving right along here. So that'll get that quest done, and then we can do this quest, and then this one, and then just keep moving on. So yeah, I am going to kind of move up the ranks here. I do have a few these microprocessors crafted up. I think I have like 170, so we should be good there. I could make 10 4K ME storage cells, so let me get that going right now. Alright, so here's our 1K ME storage components. We got 40 of them. And you know what? We need to make more of the NAND stuff here. So let's get those cutting. And then I think that's all we're waiting on. It's just those. So yeah, that should get us what? That'll get us the 10 4Ks that we're looking for. So there we go. There's that. And then circuit 1. That. These. Oh, and that's it. Oh wait, I just realized you don't need the 1Ks. Okay, well shoot. Okay, I guess you don't need the 4Ks to make the 16Ks. I thought, okay, well, that's because, oh, you can do that. All right, all right, all right, all right. I was just doing it a different way. Okay. So, yes, we can do this as well, which we actually are going to do. So, yeah, yeah, we got to make 40 4Ks. That way we can make 10 16Ks. So, yeah, so let's go do that. So we can make, we got to make a bunch of stuff here. So I'm going to do some off-camera crafting. We got these quests done. HV bag, you get, okay, some components, more components, HV bag. So nothing super special from these quests here. Um, just you're kind of knocking them out here. AE2 or AE basics. What do you get out of this bad boy? So you can get some components out of this as well. Um, how do you? Hey, we can fortune this. Yeah, let's claim this. Let's fortune it. All right, let's see what we get here. So we got this stuff in our. We got a 4K cell and a capacity card. I think these are good, right? And a 4K cell. I'll take it. All right, but yeah, we got a ton of crafting to do. I think I'm just gonna kind of work my way up and see. I think these might be the biggest cells we start with here. We probably don't even need to go this big. Maybe we just do. Oh, make a decision, right? Yeah, we're just gonna knock out some of these quests here. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for episode 61 here in the effort of keeping this episode from running away from us. We are going to stop it here. I know we didn't really complete much of anything this episode, but we did put some work in uh, our power generation stuff. So I still got this little temporary setup going on. I don't know if I showed me adding the EBF to it, but that EBF is running on IV power. So that'll drain this battery buffer fairly quickly, but it's not too bad. We also made two more turbines, still waiting on. I probably have enough tungstate to make these dynamo hatches, but I will get around to that next episode. And yeah, so we have the one that is filling up that battery buffer. I've also thought about uh, doing the same over there because this is a what? That's a 4 times. Yeah, I think we could do another 4 times. How many amps? Well, these are all HV amps that we're running, so that's like 1 HV amp, I think, or maybe MV. Does that look like MV? Yeah, I think that's Yeah, that's MV. Okay, so I'll kind of do the math on the amps over here, but I might just run another. Although you know what? Yeah, I might just run another line over here and do like some sort of battery buffer. Maybe not 16, or maybe I'll swap that for an 8 and put the 16 over here or something. I don't know. Uh, but so we still want to. We can centralize our power now, and then we also have some power stuff happening right here. So maybe we'll have another leg go out this way and see if that works for us. But anyways, we are going to end this episode here. We did start getting into um, applied energistics, and I think next episode we will set this up as well. So, or at least get the starting portions of it, the storage going, and then we will slowly start automating things through AE2. So I'm excited to do that. I am not a AE2 expert in any way, shape, or form. I am fairly new to it. I kind of get channels and all that kind of stuff. The P2P, like I've said before, is a little bit, uh, we'll say, confusing to me right now, but I will figure it out. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my progress through this amazing pack, hit the subscribe button. And again, we are getting Blood Moon. These seem to be coming frequently. I don't know if it's just me or what's happening here, but Blood Moon. So thank you for watching.